What happened at Anfield was more than just a defeat. It was a reality check. Real Madrid, who had seemed unstoppable in recent weeks, lived through a night where nothing went right. A match full of internal tension, cold stares, gestures that said more than words, and most impressively, all of it stayed hidden from the official cameras. Today, you're going to see what really happened behind the scenes of Real Madrid's disaster against Liverpool. So, if you love football and are a cool person who wants to help, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It would really help me a lot. Thank you. Even before the match began, something already felt off. In the Anfield tunnel, Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, and Arda Güler were seen laughing and joking around, trying to hide their nerves. But anyone who understands football knows. Laughter is often a mask for fear. The atmosphere was tense, the cold pierced the air, and even Xabi Alonso, with a serious look on his face, was handed a coat to keep warm. A symbolic gesture from someone who knew a storm was coming. And it came. Liverpool's winning goal exposed Real's most worrying flaw, a lack of attitude. The play began with a cross into the box, and centre-back Hausen, wearing number 24, simply froze. No reaction, no explosion, no soul. The Liverpool striker, much smaller physically, rose above him and scored with a header. A grotesque marking error. After the goal, Valverde commented that the team lacked attitude, and even Militao went to confront Hausen, who looked like he wanted to disappear from the pitch. That moment said it all. The team was completely disconnected. Meanwhile, Tchouaméni was one of the few exceptions. Focused and composed, he seemed to be the only one who truly understood the gravity of the situation. During halftime, he confronted Mbappe, showing his frustration with the team's apathetic behavior. He was the voice of reason in an otherwise silent locker room. In a controversial play, several players ran to pressure the referee, something rare in that game. Vinicius Jr. was among them, trying to show some leadership. But it didn't last long. Minutes later, the Brazilian lost focus again, responding to Liverpool fans' provocations with smiles and sarcasm. That attitude, which once looked like confidence, now seemed like an escape from responsibility. The captain Vinicius, the one who should have led the team, disappeared when Real needed him the most. The one who truly prevented a historic embarrassment was Thibaut Courtois. The goalkeeper made incredible saves and kept the score from becoming even more humiliating. In the end, he was also the last to leave the field and the first to thank the fans. A strange moment came with Trent Alexander-Arnold, the former Liverpool player. At the final whistle, his ex-teammates simply ignored him. He walked off with his head down, in silence. A perfect image of the night. Despite the loss, the Real Madrid players still had the decency to go over to the fans. Vinicius, wearing the captain's armband, was the first to do so. The gesture was nice, but it wasn't enough to erase the disaster. The Frenchman looked shaken, inconsolable. He walked off the pitch with his head down, a serious expression on his face, and entered the tunnel without saying a word. This was supposed to be his game. Instead, it became another reflection of the team's lack of harmony. Meanwhile, Xabi Alonso seemed to be living in a different reality. Despite the disaster on the field, he appeared satisfied with the team's performance. He received greetings, and even gifts, from former Leverkusen players. During the match, he yelled at Bellingham and tried to correct the team's shape, but his substitutions, like bringing on Rodrigo, changed nothing. The coach looked completely out of sync with his team, and that may have been the most worrying part of the night. When the final whistle blew, one thing was clear. This wasn't just a defeat. It was proof that Real Madrid, despite all its talent, is still far from matching Europe's top rivals. Let's take a look at the main takeaways after the game.
Dices que el partido ha sido igualado, pero la sensación ha sido... La primera parte ha podido ser igualada, pero la sensación es que Courtois ha evitado un resultado mucho más duro para el Real Madrid, y que el Madrid casi no ha tenido ocasiones de gol. Creo eso no puede ser lo más preocupante de este partido.
No, para mí lo más preocupante es lo que digo, tenemos que aprender, ¿no? Cuando en esos momentos en los que te están apretando te puede pasar, como nosotros en el Bernabéu apretamos con la energía de nuestra gente, y esos momentos sujetarte un poco y no conceder pues esas faltas, esos corners. Thibaut ha estado muy bien en esa fase. La primera parte ha sido en un duelo perdido la ocasión de Szoboszlai, y nosotros nos ha faltado un poquito generar más, pero ha sido un partido muy intenso. Creo que hemos competido bien, creo que ha habido acciones, igual en la primera parte esa ocasión que ha tenido Szoboszlai, que ha habido un duelo, pero el partido ha sido exigente, ha sido de un ritmo alto. Creo que lo que nos ha faltado igual a la hora de hacer daño en el último tercio nos ha faltado un poquito más de amenaza, y luego en la segunda parte pues era de detalles, lo hemos hablado en el descanso, teníamos que estar en el partido para tener alguna oportunidad y no conceder, y hemos empezado a conceder muchas faltas, algún córner, Thibaut nos estaba sujetando, pero bueno, al final ese gol les ha dado la ventaja y luego nos ha costado un poco, pero bueno, no puedo reprochar nada al equipo, lo hemos intentado y es la primera fase de grupos, podremos recuperar estos puntos y ya movemos pensando en lo que viene. No creo que vayamos con picos, ¿no? Sí que el día del Metropolitano no fue un buen partido, pero hay que ser consistentes con el rendimiento, con la idea, con la exigencia. Hoy era un partido exigente, en detalles que sobre todo en esos tenemos que aprender a no conceder tanto, a no regalar esas faltas que han sido un poco innecesarias, que ahí se te puede ir el partido como así ha sido. Otras cosas que podemos mejorarlas, sin duda, pero no queremos vivir en picos, porque eso es una exigencia y te generas inestabilidad, y queremos ser estables, queremos ser eficientes como hemos sido hasta ahora. Hoy os ha pasado esta derrota, un partido igualado, competido y que tenemos que aprender de él.
In the end, the message from Anfield was harsh, but necessary. Real Madrid is still a giant, but it needs to rediscover its soul, the spirit that once made this team greater than the sum of its stars. Now the question is, will this defeat be the turning point, or the beginning of a silent crisis? Share your opinion in the comments. And of course, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, because here, you'll always see what no one else shows about Real Madrid.